What up, Sacred Team? Today I'm going to show you how to use any 3D object and use it as a mass transition inside of After Effects. To get our 3D object, we're going to use a free resource, a free website. It's going to be sketchfab.com. As you guys can see, we're inside of Sketchfab. I searched up blunt. You guys want to make sure you check on downloadable. If we scrub through Sketchfab, if you guys see this download button in the upper right corner, it means it's a free download. So all of these right here are free. And obviously if you see a price point, you have to pay for it. I like how this model looks right here. So we're going to go and press on it. We rotate it. As you guys can see, it looks pretty good. For a free 3D model, it's going to work. We're going to scroll down. We're going to go to download 3D model. You guys do need to make an account with them. It is free. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my Google account. Now that I'm signed in, we'll go to download 3D model. We're going to make sure we download the JLB file. So go ahead and download that. Once it's downloaded, we're inside of After Effects. We're going to go ahead and throw our 3D model on the timeline. We're going to go ahead and press OK. Let's press scale. Let's go ahead and scale that down. We'll bring up the transform tools. As you can see, it is a 3D model. Let's go ahead and scale down a bit more because it is huge. So let's go to the center where we want it to transition. Let's go back about 30 frames. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and cut it right there. Go back to the center. 1, 2, make it about 50 frames instead. Go ahead and cut the remaining. So now we have a transition about 50 frames. Let's go ahead and zoom out so we can see what we're doing. Preview position. We're gonna bring it all the way to the right side. Let's bring it up just a bit. Now we're gonna go ahead and keyframe the position at the beginning. Then we're gonna go to the end and bring it across the screen just like this. Bring it all the way to the other side. And now when we play it back, we have something like that. Animation looks very boring. I also noticed that it's going by way too slow. So let's cut the transition about halfway. Bring it about right there. Let's go ahead and cut it. Bring that to the middle. It's looking better. Let's go ahead and scale it up just a little bit because we want it to cover the whole screen. Now we're gonna go back into our rotation. We're gonna keyframe the Z rotation. Change that Z rotation to 50 at the beginning. Then right before we get to the end, so we can still see what we're working with, let's bring that to 90. And then let's bring that keyframe to the end. Now when we play back, we have something like that. Also want the blunt facing up like this, so we can mask it out. Let's go ahead and bring that scale down just a little bit. Something like that is fine. We're gonna bring the position down as well, so we can see it more. Let's go ahead and bring the position down even more. And now when we play it back, we have something like that. As you guys saw, I adjusted the blunt to cover the screen completely. So just a little tip, when you guys are using your 3D object, make sure it covers the screen completely. Now what we want to do is we want to bring that first clip and put it on top of the second clip we'll be transitioning into. And we're going to bring that over to the end of the blunt, pass it through the screen because we want to mask out the object. So we're going to have something like this. So we're gonna go to the first frame that we see the blunt passing by. So it's this one right here. So for your instance, the first frame that you see the 3D object passing by, make sure you guys start there for the masking. Let's go ahead and grab our pen tool. Then we're gonna go ahead and make a mask just like this. And you guys wanna go to your mask. We're gonna change that add to subtract. Just like that. Very important step, guys. Make sure you go to your mask 1 and keyframe the mask path. Very important. Now we're gonna go frame by frame and we're gonna adjust the mask. Make sure you guys press on mask feather. This is a pro tip right here, because if you guys don't, if you stay on mask path, let's say you guys go to the next frame and you try to move it, the whole thing will move. So make sure you press on mask feather, and now if we try to move it, as you guys can see, it will move for us. That's a pro tip. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go frame by frame and we're gonna mask it out. So we're gonna let's go ahead and move this, just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up for you guys. Now when we play it back, we have something like this and it's looking very clean. As you guys saw, how to keep going back on the mask to make sure it was nice and perfect. So if you guys had to do this, make sure you do it. But now when we play it back, as you guys can see, it's very clean. Now we're gonna go to our effects and presets. We're gonna search our pixel motion blur. As you guys can see, we start getting that motion blur as it's moving. And now when we play it through, as you guys can see, we get that nice little motion blur on the blunt. Next thing we wanna do is we wanna select that first clip that we work with. So it was these two right here. Right click, pre-compose, pull the first clip, press OK. And now we're gonna go to effects and presets. We're gonna search up Gaussian blur, and we're adding this blur so we got a little bit more realism to it. So as it's passing through the camera, it blurs out the background. So let's go ahead and keyframe the blurriness right there. And as it's passing through, let's go ahead and bring that blurriness up to about 70. And then when it's about to finish passing through, like right there, we can bring that back down to 0. And now when we play it back, we got something like that. It's looking very fire. I don't know why my After Effects started tweaking and it has that little glitch thing right there, guys, so don't mind that. This is the final result. But that's the end of this tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far in the video, don't forget to subscribe button down below. Free support, guys. Hit that like button. All it does is help YouTube push my videos out to other editors as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Peace.